Good morning, and welcome to the very first episode of Monday Mantras. My name is Jamila, and if you're new here, I'm a lifestyle coach, a podcast host, and someone who spends a lot of time talking about identity, healing, self sabotage, boundaries, and what it really means to rebuild your life in a way that actually fits who you are. And honestly, that's part of why I wanted to start this series. Because sometimes we don't need another loud motivational speech. Sometimes we don't need somebody yelling at us to grind harder or to push harder, to hustle harder, or transform our entire lives before Friday. Sometimes we just need a moment to pause before the week fully starts, a moment to reset mentally, a moment to reconnect with ourselves, a moment to enter the week with intention instead of pressure. And that's what Monday Mantras is for. These episodes are going to be short reflections, reminders, grounding thoughts, and conversations to help you move through the week a little more consciously and a little less harshly with yourself. They're not going to be perfect. You are not going to be perfect. You're not going to be magically healed. You're just going to hopefully be more aware. So today's mantra is this: you do not have to solve your entire life this week. And I really want that to sink in for a second because I think a lot of us wake up on Mondays already emotionally behind, or at least that's how we feel. Before the week even starts, we're thinking about everything that isn't fixed yet, everything that's not going well, everything that we haven't accomplished, everything that we think still needs to be figured out, everything we wish was different, right? The money, the career, the healing, the relationships, the uncertainty, the loneliness, the goals we haven't reached, the versions of ourselves we thought we would be by now, and the list goes on and on. And when all of that hits us all at once, life starts to feel less like something we're living and more like something we're constantly trying to catch up to. And the truth is, your life is not a group project due by Friday. You are a human being, and human beings are layered. We're always becoming, we're always learning, we're always adjusting. And some things in your life are going to take time to untangle. Some things are not going to be solved in 1 week, 1 month, or even 1 year. But that does not mean that you are failing. A lot of people are exhausted because they are mentally trying to carry their entire future all at once. And that's extremely heavy, especially if you spent most of your life in survival mode, like me. I'm currently in survival mode and it's kicking my butt. Um, Especially if you're used to feeling like rest has to be earned, like worth has to be proven, like slowing down means that you're falling behind. But what if this week wasn't about fixing your whole life? What if this week was simply about taking the next honest step? Not the perfect step, not the impressive step, just the honest one. Maybe the honest step is making the phone call that you've been avoiding. Maybe it's resting. Maybe it's setting a boundary. Maybe it's admitting that you're overwhelmed. Maybe it's applying for that opportunity that you want. Maybe it's finally acknowledging something in your life no longer fits who you are becoming, and that counts as well. Progress is not always loud. Sometimes progress looks like responding differently than you used to. Sometimes it looks like not abandoning yourself this time. Sometimes it looks like giving yourself permission to be a person instead of a machine. And I think that we need more reminders of that. So, as you move through this week, I want you to stop asking yourself, how do I fix my entire life right now? And instead, ask, what is the next thing I need today? That question is a lot more gentle, it's a lot more realistic, and it's a lot more sustainable. And honestly, it gives you more space to heal, right? So that's today's Monday mantra. You do not have to solve your entire life this week. You just have to stay present long enough to take the next step. So I appreciate you all for being here with me today for the very first episode of Monday Mantras. If this spoke to you in some way, feel free, to share it with someone else who may need it this week. And I will see you all again next Monday. Take care. Have a great week.